Well, Valentine's Day is known for love, and the heart traditionally signifies love. But for a Red Bank man, a heart this Valentine's Day signifies life. Hear his struggle to live in a story you'll see only on 12.
Drop it.
Most days you can find 52-year-old Melvin Gillilan playing fetch with his best friend, Sam, a 4-year-old Boston Terrier. By looking at him, Melvin appears healthy. But inside,
5.13 cardiac output.
His heart tells a different story. A story that began suddenly in November of 2004 when Melvin, then a salesman for Novelty Incorporated, suffered a heart attack in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
I went back to the motel room, laid down, and finally about 10 o'clock, everything was spinning. And I called down to the desk, which they all knew me and everything. And I said, call the ambulance. I just don't feel good.
I come home from work, and I have this message on my answer machine that he's in the hospital. And he's in Fort Lauderdale. I'm up here. I'm freaking out.
Doctors in Florida performed a double bypass surgery, and Melvin recovered enough to make the journey back to Chattanooga. But he suffered another heart attack in December of 2004, forcing doctors to perform a quadruple bypass to save his life. Unfortunately, Melvin's health continued to fail him.
In June of '05, I was ready for anything. I had done said my things, and I was ready to go. I had just about given up.
But before Melvin could give up, doctors here at Vanderbilt Medical Center placed him on the National Heart Transplant list. So once a month, Melvin must make the 4-hour round-trip drive for a series of medical tests that take up most of the day.
Mr. Gillilan?
WDEF News 12 followed Melvin during his visit last month.
I had to take a flu shot. I have to take a pneumonia shot. I'm in very good health, besides my heart, because they want you in good health. Because if you're in bad health, you're not eligible for the transplant.
During his visits, a team of doctors and nurses give him an EKG, check his blood pressure and sugar levels, and make sure his implanted defibrillator is working properly to keep him alive.
People can look at him and think, it doesn't look like anything's wrong with him.
These trips to Vanderbilt have helped stabilize Melvin's condition, but back here at home, life is anything but stable. Bankrupt, disabled, and almost homeless, the Gillilans are scratching by.
You can't work. There's not much I could do unless I could just sit and do something. And in my job, I was always on the go.
Just right before Christmas, we find that my company has dropped group health insurance. So we had to scramble, and got to get him something, especially him.
Huddled in their quaint Red Bank home, Mary reflects on plans that never came to pass.
We were going to move to Florida. He was working in Florida. That's where his job was. We were going to move, and I was looking forward to living there.
Now they just look forward to Melvin living one day longer and hope in the spirit of Valentine's Day, some family makes the decision that could save Melvin's life.
It'd be a new lease on life. I may or may not be able to, but I want to go back to work. I'm tired of sitting at home being Miss Homemaker, Mr. Homemaker, whatever you want to call it.
It'd be the best present ever.
For more information on organ donation, you can visit the United Network for Organ Donation website. This nonprofit, scientific, and educational organization administers the nation's only organ procurement and transplantation network. Congress established it in 1984. You can find a link to the network at our website, WDEF.com.